That's not good practice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. Whatever he says, I'm leaving. All right. So we're gonna do introductions. Welcome to finance course. I know one of you is gonna be quite often.
Hi, my name is Brian. I'm actually new to finance course. And I was really cool serving the money.
Can you repeat your name and last name so that I can?
Oh yeah, my name is Fayo, first name. Last name Ojo. I'm the vice president of Saturday Women's.
Okay, cool. I'm Heather Rosario, and I'm the treasurer of Saturday Women's.
Scott Buchanan, Finance Board Representative, Dina.
Canal Finance Board Representative, Arnati.
I'm previously on the coordinator for student organization engagement. I co-advise finance board.
I also co-advise finance board from Computer.
So Nina, finance board representative.
And Brenda, the executive vice president.
Joshua, first year Math Center Fusion.
I'm Zane, I'm the vice president of student organizations.
Daniel, finance board chair.
I'm Carly, I'm the shape treasurer, chief of finance.
All right. We're gonna get right into it. You guys received the pre-screen list, right? The questions. These are not the only questions we received, but give you a heads up. So, tell us a little bit about your organization and what you guys are requesting.
So we're a professional development organization, and we typically have bi-weekly meetings every other Wednesday, and we'll try to have representatives come in from companies, kind of talk about their experiences with the company or internship opportunities. We also do some outreach, so coordinating with other schools, with younger schools, like elementary schools, middle schools, and doing outreach events that relate to STEM.
A little bit about the event.
Okay, so I'll talk about the event. So we're requesting funds for the national conference, which is in Minneapolis this year, and pretty much this conference, it's the biggest conference for women engineers in the world. And pretty much there's a wide variety of sessions aimed at different women and their place in their point in their careers. So some of the events that they have just general information things that apply to everybody, things related specifically to a company. They have student leadership events, which are like really long meetings, so like executive board meetings within the organization. They have inclusion and awareness events where they talk specifically about the different things that people have. There are advocating for change, entrepreneurship, women in academia. So not everyone wants to have work in industry. Some women in engineering, they want to go in academia, they want to be professors. So they have an opportunity for that. They have K-12 outreach, which is something that we do a lot of, and then those are the most applicable ones. But yeah, there's like a wide variety of sessions that they have throughout the conference, and they're also there's a massive career fair. It's huge. So I've been told, I didn't go last year, but Shelby, who was our president last year, she actually got her job at John Deere through attending the conference. So there's a lot of employment opportunities there as well. So a little more greedy stuff is that. So can I just go through the questions, or?
I'll ask them to you out loud. So
Okay. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay. So we're gonna roll through the questions now. Ready? How are members chosen to attend this conference?
Okay. So in the summer, I created a Google form and I sent it to our list. I also posted it on my UMBC, and we got about 18 responses of people saying that they were interested in going. About 2 weeks ago, I sent another one asking people if they were still available to go. And then I also asked more detailed questions because we had a meeting with our advisor, and she was telling us that, because we wanted money from like the dean of code as well.
Yeah.
And then she was telling us that they really want to know how attending the conference is going to benefit like the individual student. So I asked them some questions. I asked each person some questions about that as well. I asked them about why they're interested in seeing women being furthered in engineering, I asked them about how this conference would impact them, and from that I got about like 11 responses. So that's pretty much how I chose who would attend the conference. Oh, and I also asked about funding too. So, oh yeah, sorry, talk about funding as well. But so in the initial Google form, I included like scholarship information, and like 3 of the members ended up getting like funded for like lodging. With 3 you got lodging, right? You wait. What about Elizabeth? Did she just get her flight?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, so 2 got scholarships. So yeah.
Okay. So that's alternative method of funding, the scholarship, anything else?
Well, so we're planning on going in front of the dean of College of Engineering and Information Technology next Friday to ask for money there. And we also have a foundation account, but we don't really like control our foundation account, so we're like working on how to get access to it. So yeah.
Maybe fun. Okay. You guys went through what? Is everyone okay with the explanation they gave for what's occurring at the conference? Mm-hmm. Okay, sounds good. Why did you choose this hotel?
I chose the hotel because it's close to the convention center, and it's the hotel that the people that got funded for lodging were staying at, so that's why I picked it.
Yeah. How did you extend this opportunity to everyone, considering involvement in the fest hasn't happened yet?
Yeah, it was pretty difficult because that was something that I talked to the president about. I told her that because I think this conference would be especially beneficial for transfers and freshmen, but because of like the date of the conference and we have to request, and you know, the way that everything is, you just couldn't do it. Yeah.
All right. What did you learn from last year? If you did either of you attend?
We didn't go, but then I asked the president to tell us because she went, and she said I was able to attend several seminars and panels that taught me different tips on how to be successful in the workforce as a woman engineer and how to work in a diverse environment. I was able to learn how to talk to recruiters, and when I came back from the conference, myself and the other students were able to attend that conference, relay this information to our other members. And I feel like, you know, after everything they told me last semester, it kind of like really makes me want to go.
So what are you bringing back to campus by the conference?
So something that we're planning on doing the week after the conference, because we do meetings every other Wednesdays, and the week we have the conference, we're not going to do a meeting. So the week after, we're planning on doing like a post-conference type of like panel thing where we like explain to people like what we learned. And as like an executive board, we're probably, because you network with a lot of people, so we're probably like maybe create like a list of contacts, other people to reach out to as a result of attending the conference, things like that.
How many nights are you staying at the hotel?
I put 2 nights, okay. But it might actually be 3 nights.
you gotta give me a file number on that one.
2 nights.
2 nights? That sounds good. Okay. Is flight or lodging included for your advisor?
No.
Okay, wonderful. So that runs through our list of questions. Are there any additional questions for this organization? Scott?
I was a little confused about the documentation, or from the documentation to the cost of everything, and you guys said some people were individually funded. How many people are going that you're asking for funding from for us?
Well, everyone that's going, all 11 need registration. But I think, let me do math. I think only 7 people need, only 7 need a flight, I believe, and only, no, that's wrong. Okay, 7 is, okay, so, I'm sorry, I'm just confused because I wrote this down somewhere, but 7 is the number of people that want to attend the conference that are not collegiate members. Yeah, I got that right. Okay, 4 are collegiate members, so they have slightly cheaper registration. 8 people need flights, and 9 people need hotel costs.
Okay. Can you repeat that?
9 need hotel costs. 8 need flights, and 11 need registration. But the registration cost is really different if they're a member or if they're not a member. So yeah.
Okay. Josh, can you go down to the vote sheet for someone? Thank you. All right, so the number there looks right, $4,429. 68 cents?
Yeah.
Okay. And these are the full costs of everything at the moment?
Mhm.
Okay. Scott?
And none of these costs are reimbursements, so people can pay for their own stuff or anything like that.
Not that I know of.
We can't reimburse, like, if anyone paid for it.
Yeah, I know you can't, but as far as I know, I don't think anyone
That's fine.
paid,
Yeah.
but, if they did, then I don't know.
Yeah.
The cost.
Yeah.
Where is this conference taking place?
Minneapolis?
Minneapolis?
And the conference registration is correct with the 7 non-members and the 4.
Mhm.
Okay.
Does anyone mind double checking these numbers?
I have the.
Did somebody already book their travel? This, oh, so sorry.
Yeah. The conference check.
Budget attached, I think,
Right. Okay.
It is.
Yeah, can you go over to that one? The conference fees at least, so we can just double check. Okay, there we go. So,
For our collegiate program.
we have 4 collegiate, are these early or?
This would be late, even though it's not really late, it's just regular,
Regular?
yeah, it's
Okay.
not late.
Alright, so 120 times 4, and then 7, 8? 8 are non-collegiate or 7 are non-collegiate?
7.
7 are non-collegiate, okay. And then 155 times 7, anyone would do the math?
Which is $1,085.
$1,085.
Is that what I put?
The request put in for 1,500, didn't it?
$1,565.
Yeah, 1,565.
That checks out.
Yeah.
For the late fees, that's fine.
Oh, for
Yeah,
later,
it's
okay,
good.
alright. Sounds good, okay, and then flights, how did you book these flights?
I just looked at like a Southwest one
Okay.
because I don't know. It seems like the university mostly uses Southwest. That's why I picked it. And then these ones seem pretty cost efficient. These are probably not the cost anymore. They're probably more expensive now, but at the time that was.
That's what you got, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so, because we didn't implement any of the restrictions from before, I don't think we'll apply for this organization yet. Yeah, it's like booking through, they're gonna have to do it eventually,
You're
right?
gonna have to.
They're gonna have to, yeah.
It's well
Doesn't
before the
matter too much. But the thing
Oh,
we
yeah,
want to
it's
implement up is the quotes need to come from that, so that we have a second eye over it, but because this fight seems reasonable and we didn't have this restriction before this meeting,
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense to hold them to it.
Mhm. But in the future, they should have like a second pair of eyes.
Yeah, which is, in the future, we're gonna need you to book through David Royer.
They are.
Oh, okay.
SABA. Or just like getting like the Globe Trotter, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
these flights,
Sorry.
say they're coming in on the 17th, leaving the 20th.
Mm-hmm. That's.
Spring nights.
Oh, that was bad now. No, wait. Wednesday night,
17th,
Thursday
18th,
night, Friday
19th,
night.
checking out the 20th. So.
Yeah, I didn't think it through.
Well,
Well, I mean, honestly, it's not your fault.
yeah.
So, I
I
mean,
think we're just gonna stick
Yeah.
with what is on the budget sheet at
Yeah.
the moment.
Just want to put that out there.
Otherwise, we
In
can
the
go
world.
postpone this next week.
no.
Yeah, okay, so we'll just roll with this number. Sounds good. Can you go back to the budget sheet? Okay. Appreciate it. Okay, we're gonna enter, is there any questions for the organization? Nope. If not, we're gonna enter a period of discussion. Sounds good. Let's discuss, everyone. Who wants to lead this discussion? Sorry.
This event's, just like the last one, I think it's very important for us to attend, and it's an opportunity for them to, I think really good networking. Yeah.
Is that not coming? You gotta say it.
No, they have an opportunity like to network with other
Okay.
future employers, especially, and so I feel like it should actually fully fund.
All right. I'd like to add in a little bit of financial barriers should not be a barrier for UMBC students to be able to attend these opportunities. Therefore, I'm fine with funding at 50% of flights, 50% of lodging, and 100% of conference fees. Okay?
So, what was that one more time?
100% of why did I do that backwards? 100% of conference fees, registration, 50% of flight, and 50% of lodging.
50% lodging.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's
50% of lodging?
Yeah. I'd like to fund at 50% of lodging.
Well, that's that big one.
I thought it was.
I thought it's-
Agreed on
25,
25%
yeah.
for the previous request.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of-
Well, that was only because it was based
Yeah.
on it. I didn't think we were actually going to decide, because that's kind of.
That was because of what they requested.
They had already, like,
50%
calculated it.
of-
Oh.
That's not the least.
So we can set that as a.
50%
Yeah.
Well, that's
what they, that's what they requested for.
50% of half of what they asked.
Scott?
I have two things, so. Do we want to do 50% of full cost for flights and lodging booked through SABSC?
Can you book lodging?
Yes.
Everything is,
I mean,
everything is booked
technically,
through SABSC.
technically everything has to be booked through them, but like, I don't know as far, I mean, flights are through, like, we've already figured out, but I don't know about lodging since the last group was able to book an Airbnb. So I don't know if lodging, if they have, if like lodging has a contract or like an agency that they go through.
Yeah. We would have to know.
That's just something that we'll need to find out.
Yeah.
And the second one is, I was really confused by the numbers. Are those the correct numbers?
Yep.
Will everybody be able to be paid for with those
The
numbers?
flights
Yeah.
are $3 off, the 6 is transposed.
Yep.
We have 147.9, 68 is what should be. It's 147.
So it should be in nine.
It should be a 9.
The 6 should be a 9?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's transposed, so
Well-
whoever.
Sorry on there.
So,
Yeah, it's $3. You really.
I mean, you're not gonna feel it and you're not gonna feel it if they're not funding, if you're not funding.
Yeah.
The organization will not feel it if you're not funding the full amount. Like,
Yeah.
it'll end up being $1
Yeah.
or $2 difference.
Yeah,
But
I don't feel like going through.
just for a point of
this.
clarity that it is not, it is.
Right. And the lodging is correct as well. They only ended up requesting for 2 nights. If they wanted to modify this, I'd ask them to retable them and then modify it so they can get all the proper documentation for 3 nights in. So we're going to move forward with 2 nights at $1,258 as their total amount. So these are the total amounts of the requests. So we can move off precedent from the last organization, SACE. Why do I say SASSY? But SACE, which is 50% of flights within the continental United States. We will not hold them to the requirement of Globetrotters as they were not able to. This requirement was not in place before this meeting. What was the third one? That was your international flight. That was your national flight.
Continental, David Royer, 45 days in advance.
No, what?
Or they're.
So-
Oh, yeah, submit within.
Submit to the finance board,
Yeah.
45 days.
Yeah, I think that is smart.
Book 21 days.
Yeah. So I think it's smart.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you say you were gonna offer them the opportunity to table, so that we submit? Is that what you said?
I did, yeah, if they would
Okay.
like to.
But they decide.
But I don't think they said they would like
So I
to.
don't know if we offered that, but we
Okay,
requested.
yeah, that was definitely a mistake on my part, but
Yeah.
once we get access to an unused account,
Yeah.
should be able to come to this.
So, there is 50% of lodging consensus.
yeah, I'm really good with that.
Because we didn't do it for the last organization, and I know it was because like they had already paid for 50% of the remaining costs.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of still sticking with 25% considering lodging is a little bit more. It's like a more personal cost.
Okay. Let us discuss that. What would you feel is comfortable about? 25%?
I like 25%.
25%? Okay. So, we're going to go round the table because I'm going to force everyone here to speak.
I know.
Yeah, all right, Scott. How you go? We're going clockwise.
If we're doing flights at 50%, then it's arbitrary to do lodging at 25% on the 50%.
Okay. Good all?
And I think we can do 50%.
Okay. Christina?
For lodging only?
Yeah.
Yeah, for lodging right now. I think we're in agreement with transportation at 50.
50?
Yeah. Lodging
What's
at
your
lodging at 50 as well?
50, yeah.
Okay. Same?
I would say 50, but I don't know if it's a fast numbers, but I would put a 50.
Good, fast numbers.
But I want, I mean, I should do that.
No, like this is a precedent setting. We have to take the time out to do this, so we're going to use our due diligence.
You mean from last year?
Isn't it?
Because I know you had a budget.
Didn't we talk about this the other night?
Yeah, I was about to say,
It
Danielle
was like $5,000.
It was like, yeah, it was like 6,000 total
For the whole year.
and like 3,000, 2,000 spent for lodging for the whole year.
Oh my god.
Which is not really.
Oh, I have to download.
Well, Do you want me to do it on this thing?
Yeah, that'd be great, because you uploaded it. I don't like Google Sheets just because I can't use pivot tables, it does this. Yeah, which is bothersome. Also, we need to sign that, I'm gonna probably sign that for the secretary when we actually come to it though. Updated that.
How's that
spreadsheet.
going? It works or something?
We don't have one? Yeah.
How many people involved?
The application's been out for a while.
Yeah, we have 16 people, it's just like, they were supposed to come last week, but none of them came.
Well,
So
did we
no-
re-invite them?
Yeah, we invited them.
Like this meeting?
Yeah.
And no one came?
No one came. Yeah, so we need to go have, we're gonna send out, what's it called? Feeler email and then see how it goes for that. So Scott?
I'd like to continue the discussion around the precedents, if that's okay.
Right, well, we just wanna pulp the numbers first, and how much it was actually.
We're gonna pass numbers.
Right.
Why are you guys leaning towards 50%?
Well, my reasoning is because I think, like, lodging is just as important as, like, getting there, because if you go to a conference, you don't have anywhere to stay, then you have fun going, but also, like, I remember from just looking at, like, what Daniel showed us over the summer, like, that lodging wasn't that much in terms of, like, numbers, so I think it could be possible to kind of remove some of that more financial burden off people. I don't know. I think 20. I don't know if 50 is correct. Or I mean, I think 50 is good, but like I think 25 is too low.
So this is,
What is it?
Oh, everything else.
Yeah, so that's just,
Opposite.
it is what
so
it
this, let's see. So you funded.
Oh.
Where you go? So for hotel, we fund $5,000 also last all year. $6,000 all year.
And that was at the 25% mark. So, it'd be like,
And it doesn't look like.
I'm not saying we should be crazy with it, but I just think that like
I think 50 is
I think it's like more assistance in terms of
I
like.
agree with Dan, they should be both looked at.
Because like,
And
it's just
the past group already, like, they pretty much already knew what they were doing going into this meeting. Like, they had an idea, they had a plan. On the other hand, they just wanted to, like, they just came with the numbers.
Yeah.
So I think
You didn't start.
probably be the best.
Carly, after going through their documentation too, their hotels is two beds and then a pull-out bed as well, so they're not going for anything like extravagant.
It does make more sense to fund more hotel and travel, or at least make it like something more, because based off like last year's as well, people weren't requesting lodging and travel as often because from years previous to finance board, before last year, finance board wasn't considering traveling or hotel costs at all, and it was only till last year that finance board got started funding to some extent. So those requests will definitely come in a lot more. Which I guess is why I'm like still cautious about the 25% and 50%.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a good.
Also, thinking of like the $25,000 increase to the finance board pot this year, I'm kind of leaning towards the increase now though, because like I want to spend that extra $20,000 since it's very difficult for finance board to spend on.
Honestly, I think worst comes to worst, we request it back out of reserves, for the 33,000 out of roll back. At the end of the year. So,
Did they finally figure out how much is in reserves?
Yeah, I think they're still calculating things because they're still trying to figure out how to impact.
what was it around 34, wasn't it?
I don't think you should rely on your reserves.
Yeah, no, I don't think we should do that at all. But
Yeah.
we should only use the budget for the
Yeah. The first travel request you got last year was in October of this month. It was for like somebody, an elections board. Yes.
Yes.
Um,
That's not a lot for Chester.
no, it wasn't.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then you didn't get another one.
I just want
So,
to take this.
yeah, like October, whatever. So it's just, I mean, I think you're right, you're gonna see more of that, and so that's just the question you have to answer.
I look forward to this time.
Yeah.
Do you want me to travel with lodging?
lodging. I think we should do a little bit more sessions. I think like that's sufficient. There's this,
So,
like,
where do you at with this in terms of
yeah.
lodging?
Lodging, I'm still at 50%.
Yeah, 50.
Like, what Zane was saying, lodging is just as important as like how you get there. Like,
Yeah.
because I feel like I don't want them to like find a way to get there and then like, oh, crap, like, well, lodging.
And I don't think it'll okay. I mean, I would like to look at the numbers more, just to like make sure, but like, I would lean towards 150 because
I think we should set
Yeah.
that as a
I think
precedent.
it's just as important.
And remember, guys, I think we're going to do a major review, so we can readjust after the technical thing.
Yeah, I think that would be important too.
It's just like law precedent. We're going to hit. Eventually, we're going to fix the only things that we use budgetary restrictions, and at that point, all bets are off. We'll do what we want.
Gloves are off.
So I think for the first half of the year, I don't think we mind this. We'll see. This could be like a pilot program. We should see how it goes. Yeah. Like, you know how much I love precedents, but we throw those things right out the window in April. April, March, precedents. What are those? Yeah. So I think as a preliminary normal card, I think we can keep it at this at the moment. Would you go with that? Yeah. And then we'll do a mid-year review at the end of this semester.
But I like your idea though with the 25%.
It's just, yeah, I understand.
I feel like 50.
Yeah, it makes sense. And for
Yeah. She's doing that.
oh, yeah. So would we be okay with moving forward with 50% at this current moment? All those, I'm going to take a straw poll. Providing 50% of lodging at the current moment, all those four. Okay, so it would be 5, and all those guys. Okay. All right, so we're going to move forward with 50% of lodging. Okay, so then we need to cover everything in half, other than first registration. Let's do math.
You want to do math?
I mean, you do it.
What's the number?
There is updated spreadsheet on
Yeah, we do eventually, but it's so we can't. We don't have the actual, I think.
$738.
Okay.
flights.
And 34 cents.
Make sure to add that stuff up. What is it? Flights
738.3.
738 point what?
34.
34.
And then what's that number?
1388.
88 or 86?
88.
88. 694.
I was like, that's like a song.
Damn, 694. I think I need
Are you gonna do, oh, I'm sorry, I'm trying. Do you want to, are you gonna talk about funding at a maximum?
For this one, for the funding at a maximum, we do need to discuss that.
Because I mean, active reserve money.
Okay, this if you want to, The finance board is going for the risk.
That's the question.
Yeah,
I mean, you had that conversation offline.
Yeah, we did.
I don't know.
Do we need to set a max?
Yeah. I think again, perhaps review by SABSC might be our best bet moving forward.
Yeah, definitely asking them.
Yeah, in the future we'll ask them all to review for
They know
SABSC.
money.
Who can we direct that to though? Would it be David Royer again, or is there someone?
Yep, he does all their booking.
Okay. Yeah. So I think
Board with assistance.
the issues we have to get that known now immediately. And treasure trainings are mostly complete, I want to say. Yeah, so everybody. Okay.
What?
Is that really?
They're all what?
Are they all, are they most complete?
Oh, no, really? Yeah, okay.
I've only
I'll
seen
just
about
be-
65.
Back on track.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah,
yeah,
sorry.
I think a restriction again, it's just like, I don't think the finance board has the capability to just be sending these type of things out. We don't have a good formula for this to base off of, so I would again defer to SABSC. The professionals of this, unless they're likely to do this for us again. Yeah.
So let's, do we have any time?
I think this is the number on my question.
Hello.
$2,997. That's right.
5 plus 73.34 plus 694. I got 3,042.
Yeah.
Did you add the?
Yeah, I have to see. I kind of want to.
Plus
I didn't even write the numbers.
6, 5, so I got $3,042.34. Yeah.
That's adding everything up, right?
Yeah.
That was just for the lodging and flights. I'm like, that doesn't even add up. It's
No.
like that much.
No.
So what were you trying to get?
Just the new total.
How is there a new total?
Because we cut everything in half.
Because everything's half.
We took registration now, did we?
No, just like.
Yeah, that's
like
$2,997.
I'll trust your math.
Yeah.
Plus
I was thinking.
No, it's not.
You get that?
1,500.
Why the fuck?
I got two language,
Oh.
2,997. I got
Wait,
two.
is my number right?
Okay. Okay. It's $1,476.68 plus $1,388 divided by 2
Yeah.
plus
156.
I got something different, I just did that too.
Did you have to make sure you're doing your
Seems
order
like
of operations correct.
My number might be.
Don't do this and this plus do 1476 plus 1388 equals,
Divided by 2.
and then 1388
Well,
divided by 2 plus 1565.
Yeah.
I was right.
It's about order of operations.
Wait, how much
I
is
did
it?
that the first time though, I got
2,900.
Please excuse me during this.
this is the first time though.
It's just about my
Calculators.
I thought we were
Yeah, but not in the sense.
Okay.
I have a master's degree in
So 2,990. Somebody write that down.
$2,997.34.
I moved to approve Society of Women Engineers for $2,997.34.
So say that again, 2,900.
97.34.
Okay, all those for approving SWE for $2,997.34. 6, 0 against, 1 absent. All right, that's a wrap.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Enjoy the conference. Tell us all the things you learned. Get me a job.
I think it's fantastic. I cannot tell you, I think it is fantastic that you are planning on presenting to your organization at your conference. It's such a good practice, it's a best practice.
And tell us about Minneapolis.
It's probably gonna be cold. It's gonna be cold.
I mean, they went to Austin last year. They said it was freezing. I was in Austin this summer. It was so hot. I went outside and I just started sweating.
Oh, wait, what is
But
it?
yeah, I'll get you a job.
Oh, it's gonna be cold.
Yeah. This is the job.
Send me your resume. I'll hand
Yeah,
you.
Is you? Are you sure? Is this a girl? Yeah, don't worry about it.
I would don't judge me. Inclusion.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thanks.
Thank
Have
you.
fun.
Daniel,
Yeah.
Who's our question?
you know that we are minutes ahead of schedule.
See, this never
Oh,
happens.
goddamn it. This.
8 minutes.
Leadership, unprecedented.
Let's keep that ahead.
All right, announcements. Anyone got any announcements?
Involvement Fest is tomorrow. Y'all.
Enjoy. Yeah, go to that, everyone.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
We'll be there.
What's
right now.
involved?
Yeah, actually come help set up. We're doing
We have to
7,
involve.
8:15.
I thought that was
So probably like around 9, people will start showing up, set up, and then 12 will start, so if you got your own stuff, tables, and then if you want to stay after and help clean up, which is literally just if you take orbs like off of an inch stuff from you. When you I'd be in so grateful because we don't have as many staff volunteers. So I understand that they send stay and had a week's notice. And so it's like, oh, please.
So if you
All right, any other announcements?
Do we have a hurricane while involved with?
No,
Isn't it?
hurricane isn't gonna happen until like Thursday or Friday, so we'll be good. But it's inside. Involvement Fest is inside, rain or shine. So even if it's shine, that's gonna be feels gonna be gross. So in the rack. And Miss Twist will be there.
In the rack? How should we be in the rack?
She'll be outside the rack,
Oh.
and she'll be there.
Let me just drive into the rack.
She was like, I don't care where you put me, students will go. They will be fine. That's literally what she said in her email.
That's so true. I love that. Can we have ice cream at like 11:30 in the morning?
I love that.
Alright, you want to talk questions?
Any other questions?
We have to wait for Carly to
With
write
the
Yeah, no, you gotta wait for Carly to come back first, because she's talking, debriefing with the organization. Did you all turn in your SRCs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Wednesday night or Thursday?
Christina?
So.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Wednesday night or Thursday?
Alright. Hey, none of y'all showed up to Senate yesterday?
Yeah, I did. What do you mean? I was there.
Actually, I'm sorry.
How was your
I have night club.
Wow, do not
Kinda
spill
weird,
tea on me when there's no tea to spill.
I do apologize. Carly, got any napkins?
Top that.
Not bad.
Oktoberfest is tomorrow. Come with
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
share
we
it.
got that one. Tony's big on that one.
I already did that one.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna recognize people. I recognize that I am present, Zane is present, Carly's present. Carly, Scott, Kunal, Cecina are all present. Meeting adjourned. Woo!
Wow, look how we ended like
Peace, y'all.